just got over 3,800 miles out of my Thermarest Neoair Xlite before having to retire it, and I just got another one. Let's talk Xlite. That's right, guys, 3,800 miles out of my Neoair Xlite. I got the pad in 2016. I did 1,000 miles of the AT with it. The following year, I did 650 miles of the PCT with it. And then this year, I did a full through hike of the Appalachian Trail with the pad. The thing did spring a leak with about 400 miles remaining. I could not find the leak. I just kind of dealt with it. So when I got off trail, I mailed it into Cascade Designs to see if they might be able to repair it for me. And they did one even better. They mailed me a brand new pad. So let's open this thing up and check it out. Get a nice rolled up pad in here with a little stuff sack for the Neoair. A nice patch kit, which you're definitely going to want to hold on to because you may end up needing this. And the pad, let me blow this thing up. I don't use my mouth to blow up my pad. I line my pack with a trash compactor bag. I actually have a video on how to do this. I'm going to refer to this video to show you guys how I inflate my pad real quick. Check it out. Much easier to inflate your pad that way, right? All right, guys, when this thing is fully inflated, it is 20 inches wide by 72 inches long. They also make a small version, which comes in at 8 ounces, so it's a little bit lighter. That's 20 inches wide by 47 inches long, so it only comes to about there. And then they make the large if you want to float down a river, which weighs a full pound, and it is 25 inches wide by 77 inches long, which is massive. Now this thing is constructed of 30D ripstop high tenacity nylon, so it is a very durable material. Despite me getting a hole in my last pad, I'd still call it very, very durable. I got a ton of miles out of this pad. Unfortunately, it only comes in this marigold color. Now the R value on this pad is fairly high. It's a 3.2 R value, so it has really good insulation. If you've ever seen the emergency blankets, the Mylar type material, but apply it in a spray fashion. Well, that's kind of what they do to the interior of this. It's a spray-on coating that's very similar to Mylar, and what it does is reflect heat. So it will reflect your body heat back up to you, which makes this pad ideal for use with any type of backpacking quilt, really. Now, another thing that helps keep the insulation value up on this is the way the baffles are constructed in this pad. It's a pretty original design. It's kind of a, they call it triangular core matrix. And they're basically stacked triangular, like, internal baffles that keep, you know, they keep the air down here and the air up there. They keep that cold air that's going to be on the ground away from your back. It helps keep you warmer, I guess. All right, likes and dislikes. Let's talk about likes. This thing is very light. It's a very lightweight pad, and I love the durability of it. And I am a side sleeper. I call myself a rotisserie chicken the way I sleep. I'm just constantly turning all night long from one side to the other, just back and forth. And my hips never touch the ground with this pad. That's one of the things I love about it. I could not get by with a foam pad because of that, because I'm a side sleeper. So if you're a side sleeper, it's a great pad for you. Another thing I like about this mattress is if you decide you have too much air in it and you're just laying on the pad, all you do is reach up, grab the nozzle, blow a little bit of air out, tighten it back up, man. It's like a select comfort. Let's see, it's lightweight, it's comfortable, and yeah, I mean, that's really, those are really the only two bonuses about it. It's lightweight and it's comfortable. I don't know what other pros you could possibly give to a mattress pad. What else? I mean, do you want it to, like, magic carpet you through the air? My dislikes about this pad, it's not necessarily one of my dislikes, but I hear a lot of complaints about this pad, and they say that it's too crinkly. And that's one of the downsides to having that higher R value, that higher insulation value. And that crinkly noise is that thermocapture technology that they use, where they essentially spray on Mylar to the inside of the pad. You know, that coating is that crinkly noise you hear. I'm okay with it. It's never woken me up. The crinkling of this mattress has never bothered me one bit. It has bothered other people. I've always kind of been of the mind that if your mattress pad is waking you up when you sleep, you probably didn't hike enough that day. You should probably hike another 5 miles maybe that day, and then you'll be able to sleep through the night. Now, one thing that does happen in this pad over time, and it did happen to my last pad, is these things get filled with mold. Because you're constantly using your breath and you're using air to inflate the pad, air, your breath, it all has moisture in it, so you're putting moisture inside the pad and the pad never gets a chance to grow out, which makes the ideal conditions for mold to grow. So you do get mold inside your pad. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. Even if you use the pump, it's not going to matter. By the way, they make a 2-ounce pump that you can buy to inflate this pad with. That's if you choose to carry the extra 2 ounces. I don't. But you're going to get mold in here. I've never seen anyone use any cleaning products or do anything to prevent the mold or clean the mold. Just know that it's inside the pad. It's not outside the pad. Maybe if your pad starts to get moldy inside, you might want to invest in that 2-ounce pump. Or maybe you just want to do what I do and get yourself a compactor bag and start using that just so your mouth isn't near the mold of the pad. Okay, another dislike is I wish they made the regular length pad but in the large width. In other words, I wish they made a pad that was wider than 20 inches and it was standard. And I wish all mattress manufacturers would do this. I love the weight savings of having this taper design. I wouldn't mind if they tapered the pad more at the bottom as opposed to the top, like make the top wider, make the bottom more narrow. Just do something, because I'm not even a real big guy. I am like 5'11", maybe 170 pounds dripping wet. And my shoulders go right to the edge of the pad. When it's a 20-inch pad, my shoulders go right to the edge of it. And because of the taper design, my hands like hang at the edge of the pad. They hang off the edge of the pad. So if you are someone who sleeps on your back, that might prove to be annoying for you. But that's not just Thermarest. That's almost every mattress manufacturer. All right, there isn't too much more to say about this pad other than there's a reason I'm still rocking this brand new one and I haven't sold the thing yet, and that's because as far as every pad that I can find on the market, as far as R value and the price and the weight, this is the best bet for me. When someone comes out with a pad that's like 23 to 25 inches wide and it only weighs, 10 to 12 ounces, then I'll buy that one. But for the meantime, the Thermarest Neoair, it's really all there is. Hey, thanks for tuning in to check out my review of the Neoair Xlite. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I have a ton more gear reviews coming and more Hawaii hikes on the way. Mahalo.